Yo, fam, make sure you watch this fight until the end, bro. I'm telling you, the outcome of this fight was totally unexpected, and my reaction in the end was just priceless, innit? Very priceless. If you notice my reaction, you noticed. If not, then I was just explaining, break down what happened and what my reaction was about. But I'll explain regardless because I feel like that's one of the highlights of this video, just how I reacted in the end, and yeah, I'll explain why I reacted the way I did, and I was just explaining and pointing it out. But yeah, let's just get it. Let's just watch this. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, he caught me with that one. He was just trying to spam me with the ultimates the whole time. I guess that was his way of saving himself from running out of substitution jutsu since I kept making him run out of it. So there was not really a way out, but I held my own. He tried again, as you can see, but then I just had to catch him. And right there, he tried to hit me again, didn't work. So yeah, I just had to make sure I stopped him from spamming me with those annoying ultimate jutsus. But I gotta give it to him, man. This was a very intense fight. He had the upper hand at the end of the day. But this was a very close fight. I'm not gonna lie though. It was fun, it was challenging, and he really had me against the ropes. But I had to pull that one through. You never know what's gonna come out of these fights, man. Look at my health. My health is looking crazy out here. At this point in time, I'm hanging by the skin of my teeth. At this point in time, your one and only thought and hope is to lose. Anyone would think, nah, that's it. I don't have substitution jutsus left. I don't have enough health bar. I'm out. But our brothers just have to keep trying. Our brothers just have to keep going because you just never know, man. Okay, so this was the moment where I was like, damn, I just lost this round. I was so close to winning as well. He was clearly whooping my ass. He had the upper hand. He was going to win this one until I caught him, and I was actually close to winning in the end. Like, what happened? How did I still lose the fight? Because look at my health bar. And look at his health bar. Like, what the hell? Bro was winning compared to health bars. At that point in time, I thought I was going to lose. Like, there's no way. So back to my reaction. You can see I was like, damn, that was a close one. I had that one. How the hell did I still lose? Meanwhile, Kawaki's still standing. That guy is clearly on the floor. But sometimes I can be so slow that it may take me a while to realize some things. Because I dead on thought that I lost this round. And this is why I had that stinking mug disappointed look on my face. Until I realized... oh, I won. The moment I realized I really won that fight without even knowing I won, which is crazy to me. But yeah, I did. I was very close to losing, yet I came back. It's just one thing I don't understand, why he always feels the need to use the ultimates in the beginning. I just think that it's unwise. It's not really smart when we still got full bars. It might put you at the advantage, but it's still not gonna make you win the fight. So always reserve your ultimates. That's just my advice, in my opinion. Look, again, he tried to spam me again with the ultimates. Didn't work. Like, ultimates are cool and everything, but I like to box. Let's box first. Close range fights only. Straight up hands. Nothing more than throwing hands. And then in the end, whoever got the least bar, health bar, gets to use the ultimate or some sort of jutsu to just end the fight. At least that's how I fight, but hey, each to its own, man. Yup, no an easy W, but we did it in the end. And I must admit, fun fact, I did lose twice to him before I got my first W off of him. So yeah, we had to run it back again, after I ran up on him. So yeah, man, good fight, good opponent. And W's in the chat. Alright, this was another close match. I'm not gonna lie, very interesting, very intense. Shout out the guy I went up against. He was actually a good sport. At this point in time, I was starting to get the hang of it. Not gonna lie, 2 to 3 days in, after not playing this game for years, and on my comeback, I'm not gonna lie, I was doing quite alright. I held my own, you know, had to catch a lot of L's. It's just like life, you catch the L's before you catch the W's, and I did caught a lot of L's before these moments, you know, and I'm showing you what it's really like when you're persistent and you keep going. Not gonna lie, I was getting my ass whooped, I was losing, as you can see, you know. Was I losing? Nah, it was pretty close. You can see the health bars right there. Yeah, it was pretty close. You know, it's not like I was losing. I was actually losing. I was winning, then I started to lose. You can see my health bar. I started to get my ass whooped. But then, right when I was about to lose, this is the time when you have to turn up and not lose hope, because you just never know. Always bet on yourself regardless of how the odds may seem or may look. I'm telling you, because look, I was just losing, and then somehow I managed to catch up to it. You know what I mean? Always have that Naruto determination no matter what. See? A W right there. But that was the first round, you know, first W of the match so far. Like I said, it was fun though, and not just because I was winning, because there's been fights where I was losing and I lost, and it was still fun. You know, it can be fun like that as long as it's very even. You know, it's very competitive. Back to back, you know, he loses, he win, he loses, he win, you know what I mean? And it's a close one. I like matches like that because it keeps you going. It gets my heart racing. And I ain't gonna lie though, bro was putting in work. As you can see, he's already winning, yeah? I've not touched him yet. If this was Tekken, this would have been a perfect. Literally, bro. Perfect. I don't know what you get in Naruto. I guess you get S. S is considered to be perfect, like in Tekken. You know what I mean? You either get AD, yeah, you get these kind of sort of ranks there, depending on how your fight goes. If you don't get touched, clearly it's an S. But yeah, I was clearly losing, and bro was about to get an easy S off of me. Just like that, turning the fuck up. Yeah, he got me on that one. 1-1, to be fair, yeah. Now we're going to settle this score once and for all. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I had to go crazy on this one. He turned up on me. I had to turn up on him. Because after that first W that you catch, it's very easy to let your guard down. Because the next one, obviously, your opponent is more likely to turn up. That's why you got to keep your guard up. And don't get too comfortable because you won. Because at some point in time, at any given moment, you can catch up. Just like I showed you in the previous match, where the guy was so close to winning and I still caught up to him and I won in the end. And this is what I'm saying, never get too comfortable, keep that same energy. And this is where I turn the fuck up and go off.
Feeling awesome, hard body, won't smoke, big flames without breathe, ayy.
Meteoric, Shinigami, Amaterasu, you see flames.
He talk crazy, Tsukuyomi, about to put him on a sleeve, ayy.
Trying to stop me, pull a kamikaze, go against the kami, you gon' leave street.
Yeah, I've been a minute, even on the sideline, it was I with the vision, pick a side now.
Typical Kawaki, savage with it. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie though, this was a good sport. At this point in time, like I said in the beginning, I was just starting to get my groove back on, bruv. Feels good to be back in this motherfucker, man. And I must say, this might just be better than Sparking Zero. Yeah, I said it. Naruto Storm's better than Sparking Zero. Fuck it. I don't care what anybody says, bro. I missed Storms, man. And I am back like I've never left, baby. Let's get it. This one was mad. This one was so mad. I had to be quiet and did this one for a second. You know when the fight is so intense, kind of when you take it to FIFA days, you kind of just lean forward and you just shut the fuck up. You can't say a word because you know if you do, your own words will distract you from catching that W. Nah, but this one was mad. That was intense. I had to lock in for a second. Couldn't even say a word. Heard that deep breath? Yeah, man. That was the deep breath of sweat. And here comes another round. Damn, I didn't even know there was another round. Damn it. I had to get that rematch. I mean, I like a good sport, so I had to get that rematch, man. Shout out this kid, bro. He was definitely putting up a good fight. He was a wonderful, a formidable opponent, bro. I must say, you know, guys like that, I always have to give him a rematch, bro. Honestly, G. Unless they pull a Roach versus Tank. No shade. I'm sorry. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Any boxing fans, you know what I'm talking about. Unless they pull a Roach versus Tank. And you know what I'm talking about. I don't need to say no more. But anyway, if it's a Roach versus Tank, I'll probably not accept a rematch. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, there's another one, very intense. We both at the very edge with our health bars. Yeah, just hanging by the ropes. A close match, very close match, man. You know what I mean? You can see who's gonna lose this one. I can't even remember. Was it me? Was it him? Jesus, what happens? I got that L. That was a close one though. At this point in time, he was trying to turn up on me, but I had to hold my own because I wasn't trying to let my guard down. Let's just watch it, man. Let's lock in for a second. Let's lock in. What the fuck, bro? How did he hit me with that shit?
現実に抗う術はない。
頃合いか。
雨の手塚。
消えろ。そこまで。
W's. I'm not gonna lie, this one was mad. This one was mad. Oh Lord. Yeah, man. See, it's opponents like that I fuck with, man. And you wanted another rematch. Oh Lord. I'll probably post a rematch on the next video, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and just end the video right here. And I didn't even accept it. So it's like, what was the point? I thought I was gonna accept that one. But yeah, never mind. Hey yo, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and sub up, please, man. Just do that for your boy. And if you want more content, let me know, G. Drop a like, you know, and that comment as well. Don't be shy. We'll be back. Let's get it.